And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Well, one thing is certain. Anyone who looks at Draymond Green's scoring is missing his impact. Last season, Green had the most 15-plus assist games in NBA history by a non-guard. And he averaged more assists and more rebounds than he did points. And his defense, of course, remains all-NBA. Guys?
What a unique player. And defense is his calling card for sure. David, thank you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Warriors. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Houston, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And, you know, Houston, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
Well, you hope that they realize that and they have some self-awareness, but can they win some games, carry some positive energy, maybe some momentum into the offseason with which to build on?
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Out on the perimeter, Green and Gordon. Wood out there with Jayshawn Tate. And it's Wall in at the one. And for the Warriors, in at the small and power forward, it's Wiggins and Green. Clutch out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Wiseman in at the 5 spot. Greg, for teams that are slow out of the gate, their fans can really be impatient and unforgiving.
Yeah, the media, too. I mean, I played New York, so in that town, you go big or you get talked about. And it happens in small towns as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Golden State basketball.
Here's Clutch, guarded by Green. Here's Clutch. Jacks up a three. That's in. He found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Wall. He had 27 points last game. Shoots over Curry, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And that was just a case of John Wall exerting his will, not going to be denied inside.
Here's Clutch. Passes it to Wiggins. Here's Curry. 5 to shoot. Here's Wiseman. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And, you know, you have to feel terrible about how that thing turned out. I mean, the game was really going about as expected until they just gave up that huge surge there late in the game. Totally lost momentum and ended up losing that.
Well, gravity is very, very real, and Steph Curry has the most of any NBA player right now.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Clutch. He had 25 points in the win against New Orleans.
You can tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
Brent, when you talk about the gravity of Curry, explain what you mean.
Well, Kevin, anytime that he's on the floor, when he crosses half court, all 5 defenders are paying attention to where Steph is. The more he moves, the more he shifts around, the incredible attention of all 5 defenders. And when guys make one misstep, or you have 2 defenders make one misstep to carry their way to where Steph Curry is, it opens up easier opportunities on any possession. That's what we're talking about when we speak on Steph's gravity.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Look who's coming out onto the court. Get up on your feet and welcome your Warriors. 15.
Different look here for the Warriors. Looney's check.
Substitution for the Rockets.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Clutch, guarded by Green. Here's Clutch. And he overshot that one, missing. Rockets trail by 6. So on the floor for Houston. Porter in the backcourt with Green to his side. Gordon is out there with Jayshawn Tate. And it's Wood in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So it's the Warriors now. After the miss from Christian Wood. Over to the wing. Green passes to Clutch. To the wing right side. Pocket 6. Green kicks to Kuminga. And the 3 off target. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Houston Rockets. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And this, the first of 3 games these 2 teams will play against one another this season. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Houston moving it around. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first half. Here's Gordon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Clutch. He's got 9. The shot, no good. Fires for 3. Porter, no luck. Golden State's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. That's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Here's Clutch after Eric Gordon's bucket. For the 3, buries the long-range jumper. Clutch has got 12 in the game.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
The Rockets shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
That free throw missing. Different look here for the Warriors. We reach the end of the first half of play. Warriors ahead as they end the period on a 9-0 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were apparent throughout that first half. How were you able to do it?
We had a good practice, working hard, really putting things together. Keep doing it and we come out with a W.
Hey, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They have a 9-point lead. Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living, and they're living good, baby.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
They're getting manhandled. Falling behind, letting the crowd get into it, that affects your confidence. We'll see if they settle down in the second half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Look at Clutch. He's really been playing well.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy, and I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing him out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Green and Wiseman make up the inside pair. Curry is out there with Clutch, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Gordon with no one around, and good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Clutch. He's got 15. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Tate's only got his 5th rebound in this one. Green dishes the Wall. To the paint. Here's Tate. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
For Houston, they have missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far.
Shooting for Houston, Jae'Sean Tate. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Tate. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Wiggins outside. Pass to Clutch. Lets the 3 fly. Tate with the rebound. Tate's only got his 6th rebound on the night. Gordon with it. Now Green defending. Wiggins with the block.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
He gets that one. 17 points for Clutch.
Clearly caught him off guard with that move. Not the guy you'd expect to bust out a spin, but it worked beautifully there.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Tate.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
That bucket in no time at all. Clutch has got 8 points in the quarter.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
And great to see Wall beat a couple major injuries. Had to attack rehab twice. Doesn't always get enough credit for his dedication to the game.
Here's Clutch. He's got 20. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Curry against Wall. Curry passes to Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
That's what happens. You play up on Curry too much, and then he finds an angle, delivers the ball. Devastating pick and roll.
And for Wall, Greg, has his game changed at all now that he's into his 30s?
And he's so much stronger now. Just as liable to go through you than around you. better at varying the tempo and controlling the pace of the game.
The pass to Wood. To the middle. Here's Tate. The Warriors pull it in. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Clutch, guarded by Green. Missed it for the 8th time in 15 tries from the floor. Rockets trail by 9. On the wing, Gordon. He's covered by Wiseman. Green, and Green slams it in.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Clutch. And the Warriors miss again. A floater. And it's Green. Missing. Here's Clutch. Outside Curry. Here's Clutch. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Golden State Warriors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with some changes for Golden State. Clutch comes in for Looney, and it's Stephen Curry in for Wiggins. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
So on the floor for Houston, all out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Christian Wood, and it's Green, and it's Şengün in at the power forward position. Now here's Wall. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Green.
And time again, Wall puts himself in a position to attack. Just a great job of creating offense for himself for his teammates.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're leading by 7. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, John Wall.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. His point to them was that they put themselves in a position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. So he needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Clutch, guarded by Green. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. That one falls.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're trailing by 10. 43 seconds left in the game. So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. And the Rockets with possession here. It's a 10-point game. Hangs home the trifecta.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
From downtown, it's rebounded by Schroeder.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Gets the 3 to fall.
Nice to see a young player like Schroeder step up, show some confidence, and get a huge basket for his ball club. Energizes the entire team.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Foul.
Yeah, you know what?
Second
Smart
team
foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Substitution for the Rockets.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
John Wall. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Stephen Curry. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Everything that Curry does seems to be fast. He shoots it fast, makes quick decisions with the ball, great ball handling with quick hands. Opponents at a loss with how to guard Steph Curry. Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're trailing by 6. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
T-shirt, is it you? Let me hear ya!
Wall passes to Gordon. And a miss there on the triple. And an intentional foul right there.
Christian Gordon. That's his first personal foul. Team's fourth. At the line for the Dubs, number 31, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Schroeder passes to Garuba. And Matthews kicks it over to Schroeder. And stolen by Wiggins. Misses the shot. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Steph, what was the key that had your offense going so well tonight?
Obviously, guys had to make shots, and when we're creating and moving our bodies and the ball's moving, we're not turning it over. You know, we're tough to guard, and not everybody had confidence tonight to go out there and make plays. So that's contagious, and we got to find that tomorrow, next game if we want to keep this going.
Obviously, the way you guys want to play, Steph. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.